Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. My name is Chris, I'm here with my co-host Tyler. Say hello, Tyler.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go solving crimes, boys.
Boogity, boogity, boogity indeed. Alright, so last time we had a long conversation with Revachol, the local union boss, where we found out that our gun is definitely not in the possession of a child or a grandma.
Oh,
But,
totally. A child grandma, even.
yeah, exactly. So it's totally fine and totally didn't stress us out a whole bunch thinking about that.
Yeah, I sat in the chair like a bitch.
Yeah,
Probably
and
not
got
the smartest
injured.
I do. I got lumbago.
Yeah, we got the lumbago, exactly. But yeah, so we do have a key card to the dockyard now, so we can enter and leave as we please, which is nice. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make our way out of here and go do some other exploration.
Yeah, and I don't trust that coffee that's in the corner over there. Why is that even there? If Everett, like, who comes in here that uses that? Like, Everett's not using it. Look at his setup.
I know, right? He's like in a gamer's paradise over there.
Yeah, he's got his gamer chair. He's streaming.
I don't stream, but if I did, man, I'd wish I had like half as good a setup as Everett's got.
Yeah, that's not even like one of those awful like bucket car chair seats. It's proper leather.
Yeah. Oh, you know it, right? You know it.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't even look like the kind that flakes like when you sit in it naked for like days at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know those kind of
Oh,
kind
we
of fly
have a
like on the
thought.
side of the road. Oh, is he thinking about gamer chairs?
Boston means whale fjord in Arden. Okay.
I don't know what a fjord is.
Well, it's good. You won't be pining for them then.
Oh, thank God. Like, I've never been to a small Swedish village. I don't know if I'm ever gonna start.
Well. Alright, so this is
Whoa!
Yeah, a bunch of stuff in here.
I didn't know that was a place. Damn.
Radio.
What kind of buzzing sounds? Is it static?
A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio.
Yeah, it's Frasier's dad. Oh, this looks like his apartment too.
Every worker a member of the board. Demand democracy. Yeah,
You know,
those are the slogans, all right.
Yeah, I want that tattooed on my ass, like right before the Australian government gives me the boot.
Dewey typewriter.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what? What is a Dewey typewriter? Is that like a Dvorak?
Maybe.
Oh my God, this nerd, this geek. I love it.
Over here.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Interesting. So there's a payphone here.
I guess if we're going undercover, because we have that guy's ID, maybe this could be useful. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I interacted with this thing ever before. So we can put in 10 cents to try and use it if you want, or we can just leave it alone. We can always come back here if we're interested in it.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Wait, what will we put 10 cents in? Like, what's it gonna punch?
Yeah.
Like, this is a punch card machine, I assume. So what card do we have?
I mean, it's also a payphone, it says, so I assume it would just be, like, allow us to make phone calls.
Ooh,
Although we can use the radio in Kim's car. I don't know if there's a difference between those things.
I bet if we call from this phone, we can trick people into giving us information because they'll see that it's coming from a punch clock payphone in the union office.
Do they have caller ID in this game? I don't know.
I don't know. In this not current day, semi-quasi future, we'll never know.
Well, do you want to put in 10 cents or?
Yeah, let's put in 10 cents.
May as well just see what it does.
Who can we call?
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Okay.
Ooh, dial a random number.
A random number. You want to try it?
Yeah. It's Country Road, Take Us Home. This song makes no fucking sense.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you?
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy.
Yes, you said that, Lemmy.
What is 8 and 10 millimeter film?
I assume it's like just like the size when it goes through the machine, right? Like how.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to think like how big that would be because I know like
Well,
35 millimeters of movie.
yeah, like 10 millimeter is like that's a centimeter. So, that's I assume
I
like
mean, I was
the
thinking like
width of the strip. I don't know.
yeah, so he's not selling VHS tapes. We're renting like reel to reel. That's
Yeah,
wild.
I assume so. Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. It seems like just a video rental place, but they don't have VCRs or whatever. They have reel to reel tape.
Yeah, do you know me?
No.
No, I mean, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Maybe.
Thank you for the very curt and plain explanation, sir. Why did I call you?
Probably to rent a video, I would guess.
It's probably gonna say
Maybe you
that.
called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Yeah, my name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois.
Ah, yeah, you have
Here we
Gigantic
are.
Asses Volume
You
10.
haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What year is it now? I forget.
It's fifth. Oh god, I'm working at a video store. I've actually had to deal with this, and people get indignant when you tell them their copy of Joe Dirt is 8 years overdue, and you
I was
can't.
gonna
rent
say,
anything.
I guess that's about the time frame we're looking at here, right?
Yeah.
Because we haven't rented anything in 5 years. We have an overdue film from '46. How long ago was that? I don't know. At least
Yeah.
5 years, right?
Yeah, we rented this universe's version of The Abyss. What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Apparently, we like sad movies.
Who doesn't like a good sad movie? I bet Paul Thomas Anderson made that one.
The payphone hangs mutely on the wall.
All right, nothing else here yet.
Ah,
at
dang.
least. Let's see. What do we got here?
Go rummage through the cupboards.
We got a book. Ah, okay. So I think this is the first book we've got, and yeah, they're interactable, so you can just read the book.
Hey, it's a communist book.
You're right because of the antlers. Very well
Yeah.
done. La fumée, the fire, the smoke, something like that.
The fumes, it's in gasoline.
Yeah, probably the
also-
smoke.
I was thinking the other day about how communard sounds like an insult.
It does sound like an insult that you would use in the real world for communist, eh?
Hey, communards, come here to seize it.
Postcard.
Go steal the paper towels from the bathroom.
I won't, but I will steal this magnesium so we can mag it up.
Nice. Mag it up, fuck it sideways.
And we got some neat office shades.
Yes!
Excellent. Let's have a look.
I want the big old Spider Jerusalem glasses.
This is the postcard, right? Yeah, okay. We've got these neat shades. Let's get this hat off, Harry, so we can see your... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ooh.
Ooh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a
In
man
fact,
that says...
let's get this guy back on. Oh, yeah. I'm loving this.
This is a
brain.
man who's ready to party.
Oh, yeah.
He's got drugs for you, sir.
Oh, yeah. This man definitely has drugs.
Yeah, do you want some Slim Melvins?
Ah, the coffee machine's on. You're still trying to make Slim Melvins happen, huh?
Yeah, it never... What do you mean still? I never stopped.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm implying.
You cretin.
Office cabinet. Doors seem to be locked. Can we use our sticky little fingers?
Can we
On
bust it
second
open?
glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
Do we want to pry open into the union's secrets?
Yes, let us learn secrets of the union.
Let's.
So that
The
typewriter
drawer
looks
opens
wonky.
smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Normally I'm a pretty big fan of unions and unionizing, being in general. But I gotta say, I just finished watching The Irishman today, and
Ooh.
so I'm feeling a little a little less pro-union at the moment. It must be said.
Well, think of it this way. Browsing through drawers you're not supposed to is a form of equity. And don't you deserve the equitable treatment you deserve? So
That's
let's go
true.
get some secrets.
Let's.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Very normal stuff for a port, I would imagine.
Yes, the trading.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
All right, so we got a volition check, 42%. Our volition is 2.
You know why we're having trouble? It's because we're wearing prescription glasses that aren't ours.
Actually, that's actually a really good point. Maybe we should check and make sure our stats are good before we try making... Why am I so bad at this? Oh, wait, because it's in here. Right, it's not... We can't change in the middle of a conversation. All right, I'm going to close the drawer and just investigate, make sure our volition is as high as it could be. Nothing on there right now.
Kim, just because you're 10 feet tall doesn't mean you can tell me what to do. I'm guard.
Yeah, nothing will affect our volition as far as I can tell.
Yeah, the wife beater gives us power.
Yeah, volition being a psyche skill, so... Alright, so we can just give it a go, 42% if you want.
The file stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Oh, okay.
Password is belly buttons.
Hunter 2.
Let's do it. Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Don't forget to tape the big game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't look. It's a note.
Leo, your lack of infosec is hurting the union. Come on, man.
Leo, you just wrote your password on here.
Leo is the type to write his password down on his computer monitor.
Oh my god, that was one of my favorite.
He means well, he just doesn't get it.
That was one of my favorite segments ever for not infosec, but it was DEF CON, one of the conventions where they just here's how easy it is just to hack your office by me carrying an iPad and pretending to be a maintenance worker. Look at all these passwords I stole. Look at all the laptops I just lifted from people's desks.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Oh man,
it's crazy how much of infosec is just hey, don't let strangers wander around your building.
Yeah.
It turns out it's actually really easy for a stranger to just wander into your building. Don't do that.
And this DEF CON is from 2015, so he's yeah, if you just have an iPad, people think it's magical.
The place I used to work at, there was the warehouse was one area, but if you wanted to enter the office, it was a different secure area. So if you you could get into the warehouse fairly easily because there were shipping bays and all that. Although you technically needed a key card to get in. In practice, it was pretty easy. But the office was supposed to be a secure area. But the problem was the key card thing kept malfunctioning, so eventually the company just wedged open the door. So good infosec there.
Backup crowbar, old Bessie.
Anyway, shall we look at the to-do list?
Yeah, Kim, look at this idiot. He wrote down his password. It's just password with a 1 and a 5.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Are we sure about that?
Look a little closer.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
But you forget, if you look at the first letter of each of these items, it says a swissum. This could be important.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, man, I love those kind of poems.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
All right. Well, nothing incriminating here, although I am interested in the special whirling borscht. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm a big borscht fan. My fiance just bought a big old red cabbage that we're gonna do some exciting stuff with. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a get high. Make sure you pepper that properly.
The drawer slides.
Oh yes, I'm a fan of seasoning. Oh, it looks like Kim has something he wants to say. All right.
He's gonna have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, all right.
Kim wants to talk to us.
Wait, do you actually have to go to the bathroom?
No, I'm pretending that's what Kim is saying. He's like,
all right, let's talk to Kim.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
My hostel room calls.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
you know, that's how I'd answer him. But even as myself, I know that's an obnoxious thing to say.
Yeah,
My hostel room awaits as I do a big stride.
it does though.
Yeah. I wonder if we can ask Gart about the whirling borscht.
We might be able to, yeah.
I wonder if it's a secret code like swordfish.
Yeah, as you can see, Manana's gone home.
Yeah,
Scabs have gone home.
Yeah, Screeching Connor is gone.
I am going to deposit this check at the Fritte, though. I'm not too proud.
Yeah, this is our equivalent of like a payday loan, I guess. Let's go cash it.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
More tear.
A sign says, "Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the
Hell
money
yeah.
I
appears."
guess we got to talk to the lady here.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
We got a new option since we want to get a reality lowdown. But we
Ooh,
can
that'd be
exchange
fun.
the check first. But
Yeah, here's our big novelty check we got for being president.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
25
That
bucks
check
is 25 bucks. I'm not too proud.
Yeah, I mean,
That
this
was
makes a
easy.
terrible rolling paper.
Worryingly
Otherwise.
so.
Tell me about the reality we're in. Do you believe in solipsism?
Let's find out.
Will you disappear when I look at
Reality.
the floor?
You mean what reality? Economic reality or
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
90% of people who work in convenience stores are secretly communists.
I would be if I had to work at a convenience store.
I mean,
I pretty much am, and I don't have to work at a convenience store.
I worked at an agency, and like by God, I tried to get people to read Mark Fisher's Capitalist Realism as part of our weekly inspiration, and it did not work.
All right, are we curious about the economic or physical reality of the world?
The economic reality. Tell us about the working man.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
Oh, we can be the old man who condescendingly talks to you because you're an old soul.
That's
We can
right,
talk
that's
all
right.
about it.
I'm definitely not getting any weird, creepy vibes out of this. Although,
Yeah, not despite the fact we have a weird toque and like predator glasses.
do we want to educate our young neophyte here on the realities of the world, or
See, that's weird because number one implies like, oh, like we're not gonna learn anything, but we're not gonna tell her anything too, because it just sounds like we're making like an interesting small talk. But
I do think that if you're 15 and working in a convenience store, it is an excellent time to teach you about socialism.
yeah, like, I worked at a convenience store during like the crash of '08, and that was a weird time to be like a young observer who has no stake in the world.
Be like,
yet.
hey, notice how everything sucks here right now?
Almost.
Surely you notice.
Everyone who smelled like cigarettes was like, it ain't what it used to be. Let's go with number one and see if that takes us to an interesting tree.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Fritte. So I guess, like, that's economic.
Fair enough.
That's a great point, actually.
Yep, just keep thinking about that, how the economic reality is making you work your ass off in a shitty convenience store.
Also, wait, if she's 15, she can't be selling cigarettes and booze illegally.
Well, I mean, maybe Revachol has different rules about that sort of thing. All right, what about the physical reality?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
about it?
know. What about it?
I like how all is like, where are we? What time is it? What is history?
What is the revolution? Anything?
Fritz Kirk loves revolution.
The Fritte Clerk will remember that.
Yeah. What is the coalition actually? That sounds like somebody told me there is one, so I bet that could lead us somewhere interesting.
All right.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
The fuck article is it?
She's like, I don't know. It's the fucking government, man. What do you want me to tell you? I get you.
Seven ways to please your man. Number 9 will surprise you.
To be well, hey, you know what? I mean, I want to know about 7 ways to please my man. Anyway, to be fair, if someone walked up to me and was like, "Hey, what's the government?" I'd be like, "I don't fucking know what to tell you, man."
I had a moment.
I can
like
tell you a
that,
lot
actually.
of things, but I'm not sure that any of them would actually give you the answer you're looking for.
Look, be glad you pay taxes here and nowhere else. Got it? What is the revolution? Is that what you're reading?
When ordinary people take over the government and demands democracy.
What
Yo,
about
she's
this
on the
one?
hype train.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good answer, good answer.
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still.
Holy shit!
It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
I'm good.
You know what they say about stopped clocks, though?
Yeah, you
Check
can
it out. It's 10:11.
A broken clock may be right twice a day, but a sundial you can use to stab anybody, even at night.
All right, you want to ask where we are, or
Yeah, where are we? Tell me we're in
We're in
Fritz, please.
Fritte?
I knew it!
what did you expect she was gonna say? She's a teen. Come on.
I expected nothing else, but I'm disappointed it happened.
We love teens. We love teens. We
Teens
do.
are great.
Yeah. They give you sass. That's what's great about them.
They are our future.
They aren't old enough to be broken down by your nonsense. All right, where are we on a larger scale?
Yeah, where are we?
As mankind, or as a nation, or...
You know, this kid, she's more insightful than she pretends to be. That's what I like about teens. They always are.
But the hat is really undercutting it.
Truly.
What will her essay prompt be?
Do we want to talk mankind, nation, or, just where in the world?
Where in the world?
Fair enough.
We're in Revachol, like on the Insulindian Isola.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we done bothering the poor girl?
We have done. We were done harassing this poor woman.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Let's see.
We don't need ammonia.
We don't need it. Yeah, we could probably buy it here, but we don't need it. All right. That's done with that. So I've been cutting out the loading screens, as viewers have no doubt noticed. But now that we are going to bed, it is, of course, possible to do things without Lieutenant Kim. He goes to bed, and then you can kind of sneak around outside after. So if there's anything you want to do when he's not looking, now would be the time. Looks like Renee has gone. Yeah, everyone's gone away. Renee might actually be back in the harbor in season night watch.
Ooh, I wonder.
We don't have to investigate that today.
Yeah, let us go have a brief cup of coffee with Kim as we enjoy our massive radiator in our hostel room.
All right, so we're back in the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, this looks good. Was it just restarting the...
Yeah. So yeah, to our gentle viewers, we've been having some trouble with framiness when we enter the Whirling in Rags. So hopefully we can keep you guys from seeing that in your tender eyes.
Yeah, if you're having issues, we can just blast your eyeballs back into shape.
All right. So this is Plash's door. Actually, I wonder if she's home.
The door is closed.
I mean, we don't have to bother her if you don't want to, but I guess this is her room.
We can knock, like it is late at night.
There is no answer.
Let's leave her
You hear
alone.
the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
We're gonna hang out with Kim. We're doing something. Swallow the emotion. Let's leave her alone.
The door is closed.
Shall we leave?
Let us leave.
All right. So yes, we'll go back to our apartment.
And we can't talk to the door between us, can we? That's
This
weird.
is the door to the room you redecorated.
Wait, what? I thought we were gonna hang out with Kim. He's gonna give us the brief.
I think we can go into his room and talk to him, if I recall correctly.
Oh, okay. So they're just gonna say goodnight, Lieutenant. I'm afraid of him just leaving. Right
He
away.
will. He'll go into the room too, but I think we can go talk to him in there.
Okay, let's do that then.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation.
Right.
Let's go out to the balcony.
All right,
Let's
go.
Let's do it. Harry, you
The
can
air
leave the bag.
outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
And probably should have waited for the the visuals to come back before they played that sound, but okay. He listens to the traffic hum.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
He lights a cigarette.
Yeah. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
What does that mean? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Is we have the authority to basically give people tickets for offenses,
Gotcha. Oh, yeah,
so we
that's
can abuse that power. As cops have been known to do.
oh yeah, very famously. Yeah, let's ask him. I'm just curious, what he'll say.
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
So basically, I will give you this 1,000 real ticket, but I won't do it if you give me 200 real or something like that.
Yeah.
Classics. The classic stuff.
Classic extortion.
All right, what else?
Yeah, what
We
else
can
is there?
arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station coldly. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sure the USD will show up.
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in the watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
This is like how, weird connection, but Barney Miller, that was a cop show in which 90% of it was just them doing paperwork in an office.
Yep. Well, hey, you know what?
Paperwork is important, especially for something like that.
Bureaucracy gets a lot of flack, but it's the only reason we're able to have a functioning modern society.
Yeah, I wear my Remembrance Day poppy for those who do accounting work like that. Who makes all the rules?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
I see. So who gives us our authority at the end of the day? It's a gray area.
I would say it's the citizens that allow us to operate with very little friction. Because you can, I don't know, I imagine you can just, overturn police authority if you just don't do stuff, so I imagine half of our authority comes from people respecting us in a way.
The consent of the governed is foundational to any attempt at police work. That's true.
Yeah, so I'd say it's the citizens of Revachol, I would think.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralinton leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Alright.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim, but frankly, I didn't know who you were before today.
True. Although he hasn't smoked all day, I suppose.
That's true, 'cause he's saving it. He knows how good that nicotine hits after the end of a long day.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Yes!
Smoking is cool, kids.
I didn't say it makes you look cool, I said it makes you look older. Let's ask him for a cigarette. What will he say?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
That's
Fair enough.
Yeah. How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
We all do in some way.
Yeah, that's why
Alright,
we're tight
the
jeans.
debrief.
Yes.
Let's debrief.
It's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man, so we didn't even inspect the body. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Number 2, I think, really leans into our sorry cop.
Alright.
We're both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. As for the interviews, we conducted an interview with Clerk. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
I'm sure I can get him to tell us more.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I don't know how I feel about my name, actually.
That's normal. It's best not to give it too much thought.
It's true. You don't get to choose your own name, after all. Most of us don't, anyway.
Well, after a certain point, you can change it.
You always can, but most people don't, even though they didn't choose it for themselves. There's something to be said about that, I think, but I'm not sure what.
It's like half the reason to move to a different city. Or not half, but one of the contributing factors. Fresh start.
We tried to interview the Wild Palms rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Part of the Jam Rock Shuffle.
Well, alright, fair enough.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
What do you know
Yes,
about
sure.
shoes, Kim?
I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Thank you.
He likes orange, as you might be able to tell.
That's because he is the sunset overflowing in our cup.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the image we were going with?
We thought it was our name, but it was really just describing the man we see before us.
Oh, Kim. I'm gonna fall in love with the man first next man who walks through that door. It's Kim. The Moral Intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Chris, don't say it.
Okay,
Don't say it.
I won't. I'm not going to say it.
You're not gonna say that they run the.
I'm not going to say
posse?
that I'm not going to say anything about the ICP, whatever that may be.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
no opinions about it whatsoever.
I could go for a Fago though, unrelated.
Unrelated, that's true.
Yeah.
Fago is an excellent soft drink.
Yeah, Gamzee did nothing wrong.
Anyway, shall we continue?
Yeah. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Who is Dolores Day?
Good question.
The historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Alright, what is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something ominous.
They don't want me to masturbate for the month of November.
Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
You want us to think something about them.
What do you think? What do you think of them and their weird semen retention policies?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
They beat you down, Kim. They beat you down, bud. Facts are the only things you can have opinions on. After all, as the saying goes, facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah, I find that phrase contentious, because they do.
Well, here's the funny thing about your feelings. They too are a fact about the world. So it's funny how that works.
I love this recursive logic. I love this.
You are a little meat man, and all of your feelings are things in your little meat head, and thus are facts about the world. So that's not to say that you can do anything, but your feelings have a physical reality to them, and they are a response to the real physical conditions in the world. It's always worth remembering that.
Fool, you trust the chemicals in your brain to tell you that you're feeling.
Hey, man.
I'm not
maybe, November was a long month, all right? That's all I'm going to say on the matter. All right, we have an opinion on the moral intern, apparently.
Yeah, we're not going to perish like a dog. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Damn, number 3 is kind of based.
Yeah. What do we think?
Damn, the bottom 2 I do not even want to hover over.
Yeah, this is the fascist one, as you might imagine.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Also, I have an opinion that mutters it. Like, what are you scared of, baby?
Yes. As you may imagine, fascists are cowards.
Yeah, famously. See, they've done an awful job here. Would mean that we've been able to see more than like just what's on the surface, and in some small ways we have contributed to it. Like especially with how we talked to the woman who's standing right below us. Probably not for the best.
Look, she's black. She is. It's just a fact.
I did observe that.
It's an observable fact.
Things are bad out here, but I'm trying to think of what we would be pointing to exactly, because so far we've just run into so many gray areas and things that are just not easily solvable with just feeling like we're correct all of the time in our decisions.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, the first one is definitely, like, it kind of defends them. It's kind of like the more, like, for lack of a better word, the more centrist answer, right? It's like, hey, things are tough, but, like, they're doing the best they can, and because we represent them, and we're trying to do a good thing, then that kind of, he's kind of justifying them. This one kind of is the opposite of that, saying, like, not necessarily that there's anything fundamentally wrong with them, but they're just doing a bad job. Whereas 3 is definitely, like I said, the more communist answer of, like, there's something fundamentally wrong with them.
And I think that's the one I'm probably going to go with, because that is honestly what we've been doing. Like, we have not prevented any crimes. We're just, like, picking pieces up after the fact.
It's definitely the more traditional, like, leftist answer towards, police organizations and, those who give them power. Is that we're protecting the rights of the bourgeois, the normal folks of the world.
Yeah, also straight up, we did just, like, take on, like, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Like, we just got a bribe, essentially.
Yes, both sides are trying to bribe us rather than us actually solving the crime in any kind of objective manner.
Yeah, let's go with number 3. I think I was right with my gut the first time on that one.
Fair enough.
No, we are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
Interesting. An interesting take.
I feel like being a vigilante is essentially... You know, even though I love superhero comics a lot, I feel like being a vigilante is a form of, like, a very light form of being a fascist, because it is taking power into your own hands in a way without the consent of the government.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, vigilantes sound bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Let's look into the night together. Maybe we can brush elbows.
All right.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock, in the GRIH.
Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor?
The grit.
Nah. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts.
And in these places? Or in those places?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
That's true. That's what's happened with most tower blocks, which were born from having, like, a very utopian vision, unfortunately.
Well, do we think... Are we optimist or pessimist about our presence here in roundabout east or west? I forget.
I want to be an optimist.
All right.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Hey man, 50 years ago there was a revolution. You never know.
Yeah, we could be 60.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
All right. Thanks, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
How long was that cigarette?
Half hour. He nursed it a bit.
Damn, that's not possible. That's, you know what, in this fantastical science fiction world, that's where I draw the line of unbelievability. Your cigarette did not last half an hour.
I mean, when I remember like a guy could make a smoke last 15 minutes when I worked, so it doesn't seem that crazy if he's really taking his time.
Well, he either has to have like Benson and Hedges 200s, or he's swapping them out and you're not looking.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, so we can go back to our bed now.
Let us retire. Kim, where are you sleeping?
I believe, yeah, next door.
Oh my god, he heard us. He heard everything. Bye, Kim. Whoa!
Yeah, so I believe this door actually leads into Kim's room, right? So.
Oh, do we share a bathroom?
No.
That's a weird choice. Like, this is an interesting hostel, I guess. It's in the event of, like, a fire.
All right. Well, I'd say with that, Kim having departed us for the day, it is a good time to call the episode here. So if you have been, thanks for watching.
And as a bookend to the start of this, boogity boogity boogity, let's go solving crimes, boys.
All right. Boogity boogity bye.